Innovator Spotlight series is a series that we have showcasing teachers and eco-innovators with great ideas that are shareable and easy to replicate, across the globe. So it's wonderful to have you here. And without further ado, I welcome Olga Navarro, who is going to talk about plastic-free campus.
Thank you so much. It's with great pleasure that I'm here sharing with you what we do, our program, our goals, and how you can actually be part of all of this. Today it's about plastics. So our plastic-free campus. So we'll touch a bit all of this, but it's a huge topic. So it may take too long. So I think I have to be brief in order to stay with our timings. But happy to be here with the Innovator Spotlight today and share with you our work. So yes, so again, for those who don't know me, I am Olga Navarro. I work with the Gallifrey Foundation. And so Gallifrey Foundation is all about ocean conservation. So this is part of the projects that we work on. So you can find them in our website. It's it's actually many things all related to ocean, but plastic pollution is obviously one of them, and that's our focus today. But if feel free to come in and check what we do, and if you need anything, reach out to me, and we'll make our best to help you. So just to highlight, besides being a coordinator, the global coordinator for Plastic Free Campus, I always like to highlight that I am an ocean and nature lover. So this is here's the lake, but it makes so much sense with everything we're going to be discussing today. So just first of all, I'd like to start with you imagining your best place to be. I mean, what's your dream place to be? Just if you need to close your eyes and kind of connect with something, do it. But I'll show you mine because it's always been the ocean. I really like what it feels, and much of my time in life has been in the ocean, and I really enjoy it. So this is my dream, my dream place to be. Maybe yours is something different, but in nature, think about yours, because I wanted to actually share with you when I knew that just one out of two of our breaths come from the ocean, is generated from life in the ocean, was something really powerful to me. So I already loved the ocean, and I enjoy, and I do diving and swimming. But listening to this made me confirm that we need to take care of this. It's just one of the things that I wanted to highlight today, because we keep seeing situations like this. So this is in one of my trips. I always walk around the beach and check what's there and what we're finding, and there's always lots of things. And basically, most of it's plastic that gets to the water, and actually we won't see it again because it fragments and it becomes microplastics. In the right hand side, I really like this image, so take a look. So it's this bird footprints, and then this sticker saying that it's like a compostable sticker. So this is also something I wanted to show you, and somehow have this critical thinking, because this is one of the things that we have lots of doubts about, and we keep seeing everywhere. And our life takes us sometimes far from our dreaming places that we were actually thinking right before. But we, in our day-to-day lives, we're using all of this. Many of the things, obviously, in our everyday life, but how all these decisions are taking us into situations like this. I don't know if you've seen this before, but this photo for me, it's super, super powerful. And we're lucky if we live in a place that we don't have to live with this or see it. But it happens. This is in Ghana. But this is happening everywhere in the world because we don't have enough capacity to deal with plastic waste. So it's just a way to show the harm we're doing. And even worse, situations like this, that as soon as we think of plastic, and many people still think of plastic as just a waste issue, but it goes way beyond that. It's actually social justice involved, and health. So lots of things to think about. Um, just the fact of knowing how much we produce every year, how much of all of that, and it's up to 2/3 of the global production is actually used for single use items. So it's actually really a lot to use items this way. And if we really keep doing the same thing, which we need to change this already. If this trend continues, we will be having 3 times this plastic waste by 2060. So I think it's really scary, but we need to know all of these facts. Now, in a different note, I wanted to share this anecdote, because just to show you and tell you why I got where I am, and this is my personal experience and how I got here. By living in Dubai, in the UAE, I was actually very surprised of these 5-gallon plastic bottles going all over the place and sitting under the sun, being delivered, lots of trucks delivering water like this. And when I researched about it, I found that it was just lots of education and misinformation about it. So I felt like a really big call to myself to do something about it. And that's when I said, here in this specifically, this action is needed. From that, hold on. Since I've been working in plastics and in plastic waste, and I really like this image because it makes us really, it shows a lot. So it's, first of all, everything, and just look around you, everything we use and in our everyday lives, you're sitting in your desk, just look around. Everything we buy will become waste. Now, how is that waste managed is really the good question. If we manage to really dispose of it well and make it a circular process and reusing again. Now, we know it's not the case, and we know how convenience plays a huge role in this plastic pollution, because single use is actually increasing just for convenience. So here is when we know, and that's how we got to plastic free campus. We know and we believe schools have something really powerful in their hands. Schools play a really key role here, and we as plastic free campus, we care to inspire, and we care to enable, and we tend to underestimate all this power we can have, and we can actually inspire and get from our students. So getting just a bit deeper into our matter. So plastic free campus. First of all, I would like to highlight this is teamwork. This is not a one person thing or just a 2 or 3 people work, because we work in teams and we work with the community. So it's in just nutshell, it's 6 modules that we created. So we have it in different languages, as you can see here, and it's conceived to be a self-guided methodology. So it's step by step. We guide the students to follow, and when they make it to the end of the 6, they get the award. So it's just a way to do some recognition. We have this award and we have some other ones, but that's basically what it is. And I'll walk you through very quickly from module 1 to 6, giving you just a bit of information. So when we start, it's module 1. It's getting a group of interested kids caring for this issue. So in this case, they are already looking what they found and what's in campus and how to deal with this. So maybe it starts by shocking somehow, and then having a group of students working on it. Then we have engagement. As I was saying, engagement means we're going to actually take this beyond just the school. So in this case, they are doing a cleanup. So they actually work with local associations sometimes, and they can do many things, but it's going beyond school. When we created the modules, and the way we want this to happen is, this is not only in schools, but this their work, the students' work will nurture what happens at home and backwards. So it happens both ways. So in that sense, the kids actually get to influence what happens in our homes, and we want our homes to be better places and safer places. So there's one module just for home and how to do the swaps. And here we come into a more technical matter, which is module 4 is procurement. So they actually need to reach out to the teams at school, whoever is in charge of buying and getting things. How is this done? So they need to actually make some research and move around in the procurement. And actually, this is could be lots of pushback, but it's interesting how the outcome can actually be. In the module 5, which is events, and basically many students like it. What we're willing to do is improving how the events are happening at school. Many things can be improved always, even if some things are already done. There's always room for improvement. So this is a photo from one of our schools doing the Christmas market. So everything you see is reusable. So the plates and the cutlery and everything is reusable. And it's been a process. It's been a journey, but we're there, and it will keep improving for sure. And the last one is community. So as I was saying, this is not only a program that will happen at school, but this cares for what's happening outside. So it will be always involving the community and going outside and doing some good outside of school. I always like to highlight that this is step by step. So this is a journey. It's sometimes schools or students get afraid of, we are not plastic free, and this is not worth to be shown because it's just one change, or this is just a small thing we wanted to do, and it's not. It's actually everything. Every achievement is to celebrate. One thing counts, and nature is going to thank it because nature is resilient. We just need to give it an opportunity. And one single change is already good. There will be room for more improvement, and every year the team will keep running different projects, and so this will be happening. Should be happening every year. So it's something I'd like to highlight. This is not a one-time shot. As I was saying before, every module completed is going to start showing the group of students part of our logo, how the logo is getting completed. So at the end, they will get the whole logo as you see in your right side as the Nautilus Award. So how do we engage with the students, with the schools, and with youth teachers? So if we can come to the schools, and if the schools want us to do presentations, we can. We do it. If we're not in the same country or region, we can do it. We can always do it virtual, and it's something that we've been doing since the beginning. We really like the workshops because it's more interactive. So it's lots of learning. It's fun learning. Again, if we can come, we can do it. If it's not possible, we run some workshops online. The cleanups, I was saying before, are a fantastic activity to do. It gets everyone together. It's a great time. It's a fun experience. Everyone beneficiates from this. So from our experience, we can actually guide you. If we are not in the same place, we can guide you so you can run cleanups, and it's a good way to find not only big pieces of plastic that we always find, but actually teach you how to look for the microplastics and check that, because those are really, really harmful. We have lots of material. So this is one example of the infographics we have. We have flyers, we have posters, we have many things. But it's things that you can actually use. You can print them, you can hang them in the classroom in different ways, and we have some virtual things that you can share via social media, and it's a great way to communicate. Our campaigns, and I actually invite you to really follow what we do, because the campaigns are fun moments to join. If you happen to be here, sometimes it's in person, so we meet and we do stand-up paddle, and we pick up the plastics, and we do things like that. But in other campaigns, it doesn't matter, because it's online, and you can join, and it's a great way to raise awareness also, and help sharing the results. And campaigns are always a great way to participate. And we can actually share with you. We have videos, and we can actually facilitate you doing some film screenings. So we have great documentaries and things to share with you. So if this is of any interest, you can reach out to us, and we can organize how to do that. So this is like wrapping up from what I said before, but it's basically, again, highlighting how PFC brings people together. This is teamwork, and it's teamwork and community, but with a real purpose. It's making our world, and our little or big world, a better place. So for students and teachers, how this is useful, how this benefit you as being in school. So first of all, this is the eco team gets together. This is the group that will take the lead, and it will develop lots of skills. So for students, this is a really interesting journey, because they need to actually work on research. They need to actually, as I was saying before, it involves negotiation, so it strengthens their skills. Working in team, it's really important, and we know in our life today we need to learn how to work with the others. And I really like to make this the accent here, that we do local actions. So this is really important, because local actions impact in our bigger scale. So if you're an educator, you can actually beneficiate of PFC in different ways. So not only the modules, but you can run workshops in classroom, and we have several links to actually take this in classroom in a fun way, and using PFC. So for instance, we say in biology, we have some experiments and things that we can do with the biodegradables, with the compostables, and it's all things that we have and we see in our everyday lives. And sometimes we wonder, is this really compostable or not? So we have like hands-on ideas that we can implement, as well as in maths. There's always data that the kids can actually analyze, or the surveys, and so there are many things to actually link PFC with the classroom. And I really like to say that all of this is going beyond the academic curriculum. So it strengthens the students and their profiles, making them better citizens. And I think we agree we need to have that. We need to have more students caring and looking for solutions. Our present times are not the same as 5 or 10 years ago, so we need to really focus on what's happening today, what are the needs, which solutions can we think of, and here the teachers are really key players, enabling this to happen. So to the world is very clear. We'll have young minds thinking beyond and this being more conscious and looking for ways, working on innovation, seeing how to really make this better. So there's no doubt for the world this is something we really need, and that takes without doubt to make a change in the trend, which we were saying before. We need to actually change this trend, and acting locally, we make it to have a global impact. So this is how it looks like. This is our website. So when you look for us, you will see it's really easy. So in three steps, you can actually join. You can sign up your school. It's going to take you maybe 1 minute, no longer than that, and then you make it to start to open a project, and then it's basically done. Then you start your modules. I'm here for support anytime. And I like also to highlight always this, that any starting point is good. It doesn't really matter if it's really the very beginning of a plastic-free journey, or if you are quite advanced. There's always room for improvement, and getting better practices in campus. So not to get into too much details, because if you're interested in workshops, you can contact me. We have other workshops to offer. For instance, we can train the team. We can train your students to run a plastic alternatives workshop. We have many more than this, but this one is a quite interesting one that they can run for Earth Day or in any other time of year, kind of inspiring their peers to bring lunch, make a zero waste lunch. So it's actually really useful. So just keep it in mind, and if you're interested, you let me know. And further engagement is always possible. So we say the kids can become PFC ambassadors if they are really willing to take it further, because there's always a lot to do outside of school. So there's always lots of things they can do, and getting all this information out and taking action and getting people more conscious and actually making real changes. And in fact, if it happens that you are connected, or you or your students, or you work with an IB school, this is a great opportunity to use it for the CAS projects as well. So if there's any need in this case, you can also reach out, and we will tailor a project. As I was showing you before, part of the material that we have that you can actually use are these infographics. So here I'm going to just show you quickly how they look. These are the plastic infographics. So it's the whole cycle. So not everyone knows everything. What happens for whatever in plastic we have, and for this to become something we use today, all the way from the beginning. So we, as the Gallifrey Foundation, we took the time to make lots of research, and so we have extraction and transportation as the first one, and we have all the way through. So what happens while refining and manufacturing is done? Then it gets to us. So then we have the product in our hands. So consumer use. This is more linked to plastic-free campus, because it's what we're saying. What we buy, are we okay with what we're buying, and how this is going to be disposed afterwards? And that's why we have this on plastic waste management. So it's lots of information, but it's interesting. It's interesting to give it a look. You can actually, it's down in the screen. You see where to find them. It's in our website, in the Gallifrey Foundation website, and you can actually download them, print them. We have them in different formats and colors. So it's for the class, for example, it's a great thing to have. And last from the series, we have one which is really interesting, and it's how plastic is affecting our health. Not everyone is so aware of this. And as we were saying before, many people tend to think that plastic is just a waste issue. But now it's certain, and we have evidence of many things that plastics and all these chemical additives are doing to us. So this is another one we have that you can find there as well. Depending on the audience, depending on the age group you have, if you are an educator, for older ages or younger ages, we also have these two resources that I wanted to show you. We have this report from the microplastics that the Gallifrey participated in some years ago. So it's actually, you can download it as well. And if you have younger audiences, we have these comic books. So this was in partnership with the UN and with IUCN, and we have a couple of versions, and we have them in different languages. So you can also find them in our website. Or if any issues, I can send them to you. Linking with the infographics that I was saying before, we have them here in our YouTube channel, which is Plastic Free Campus. You'll find us. So here you will find our promo videos in the different languages as well, because we have the modules in different languages. So you'll see them here in the different languages. But also we cared for these infographics to be better understood, because there's lots of information in just one page. So here you will find these videos explaining one by one how this process of the plastic happens. And it's actually they are very fun to see and to listen to, and use them in class as another resource. So we started with ocean. We started with, with our dream places. We went all the way through what's the issue with the plastics. We passed also through what a solution can be, and how we have something in our hands. And we finish again with a good place to be and a dream place to be. But my message really is, let's not just dream about this. Let's actually think how to take action further in any position that we are, if we are a student, if we are an educator or a teacher, or wherever we are, because this is open to anyone. So where can we start taking some action and really work for this? With this note, I finish saying thank you to you, and letting you know how we really believe schools can be part of this solution, and how PFC is willing to support you in this journey.